So I've never done retail arbitrage before, but a lot of people keep asking me, is retail arbitrage even worth it? And I decided to give it a run and do a challenge to see if retail arbitrage is worth it or not. But I needed to make this a little bit more interesting, and I decided to purchase a new home computer for my home office. And the computer that I'm looking for costs about $700, and I'm gonna see if I can do retail arbitrage to make $700 in profit so I can purchase my new home office computer. And here's the thing, I don't want to spend more than an hour of work to make this money, but there are really big restrictions when it comes to retail arbitrage for new sellers on Amazon. You can't just sell anything you want. Some products you need approval for, like brand name products like Disney or Harry Potter or Nike. You're not allowed to just resell them. But stick around because I've been doing a lot of research, and at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you how to hack some of Amazon's strict restrictions and sell some name products. If you're new to the channel, my name is Cam. I used to work a 9-to-5 corporate job, but I was able to quit and build my own online business. But I wasn't successful for a long time because I wasn't doing the right things. See, I started by trying to sell with Amazon FBA. I tried private label, and my first product failed miserably, but I didn't give up on my dream. I actually made a video about that, and I decided to try again. So my next product was a little better, but not enough to allow me to break free. So I went at it again, but this time I was able to partner up with Travis Marziani and the Passion Product team, and I finally was able to break free because I got a mentor who knew what they were doing. They do this all the time, and they just gave me a shortcut to see what really works. And since then, we've launched several products that have gone to make us over $1 million in the last 2 years. And I'm not just saying this, I've actually experienced it. I help people every single day to succeed on Amazon. But this is the first time that I'm gonna be trying retail arbitrage. The way it works is that you can go to a website like Walmart.com, or even go to Walmart or go to some local stores in your area and buy something like this wooden cabinet for $139.99, and then you can sell it on Amazon for a huge markup of $321, like you can see, and you get to keep the $180 difference as profit in your pocket. And you can just repeat this process and keep the money rolling in. But before I waste hours going down random rabbit holes or wasting time and making mistakes, because I've made mistakes in the past because I want to try things on my own, I've done a lot of research, but I'm a big advocate of having a mentor. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna jump on a call with Travis and get his advice to see what actually works and what is the fastest way to make this kind of money, so I don't waste so much time trying to discover or find products that I'm gonna sell online. I wanna find something that actually works that I can sell and make profit with. So what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna text Travis right now, and I wanna see if he is down to jump on a quick call right now. Hopefully he is, so we can get it screen recorded. And if he is, let's talk to him real quick. All right, so Travis agreed to jump on a call. I'm excited to see what he has to say.
Hey Cam, I saw your message. You want to try out retail arbitrage. What's the goal here?
Yeah, so I'm really excited to try this. A lot of people keep asking me about retail arbitrage, so I thought I'd give it a shot. But I want to make it interesting for myself. So I need a new computer for my home office. So my goal is to make about $700-800 for this project, and I would like to do this in under an hour.
How do you plan on doing this? Do you have a strategy?
I was thinking of going out to some of the stores around here, looking for products that are being sold on clearance or on a discount, finding things that I can flip on Amazon.
Cool. I mean, you don't even have to go in stores. You can do this online. I think that might even save you more time, so you don't have to waste time driving and hunting random stores.
Okay, so you think I should look for deals online before I go out?
Yeah, I'd recommend starting there and seeing what you can find. Find something that's being sold low and then sell it for the actual retail price on Amazon, and boom, you can make a profit.
So do you have any recommendations on how I can find product ideas?
Yeah, I would just look around your house to start and see what products are you already buying. Then look online and see if you can find them cheaper online than they're being sold for on Amazon.
Okay, I like that. That sounds a lot easier and less intimidating than what I thought I was going to do. All right, you heard the man. Time starts now. Let's see what I can find around the house. All right, so I'm in my kitchen and I just lined up all the products that I take on a daily basis to see if I can find a deal on any of these products. And it's only been 35 seconds here, but most of the work is going to be done on research online. All right, so I'm back in the office and I went through all the supplements that I have in the kitchen. And the two that stick out the most to me, or what I'm going to do first, is going to be the On It supplements. Those 2 packets, and the AG1 supplements. I really want to look up if I could buy these online, and I want to see if they're being sold on Amazon first. For one, they are really small, so they're going to be easy to ship, and I know they're super popular among the health and fitness industry. So if I can find these cheaper in bulk, I might have a winner product here. But one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to start the timer, and I'm going to go online and do some research. All right, so this is incredible. So when I went on Amazon, I found the same AG1 packets that are being sold for about $7.50 each. So when I went on the AG1 website to check out their store, they're selling them for 30 pack for $89. This is like based on a subscription base, which I don't mind doing and canceling right after. But that is roughly $3 each packet. So that means I could make $3 to $4 profit per packet. And I just found my winning product just by checking if these products are being sold on Amazon and going on the website. And Travis was right. I don't need to go to the local store to find some special deals or discounts. I thought most of my hour is going to get wasted on me going to the store and trying to find a deal on some products. So just like that, I was able to find a product right in my kitchen, which is awesome. This makes it so much easier for me. And when I looked at the time, I was right over 4 minutes. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to start my timer again, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to place an order and I'm going to create the listing for this product. All right, so I placed my bulk order for 4 boxes of the individual packets, but I'm not including that 2 to 3 business days of delivery in my 1 hour time. But now I found a product to sell and I know it's already selling on Amazon. So the second step to making my $700 in just 1 hour of work is to build the listing. And I'm going to start the time again. And make sure to pay attention here because this is where a lot of new sellers make some massive mistakes. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go to the AG1 Athletic Greens single serving page here and copy the ASIN number. Then go over to Seller Central account, go to your dashboard and select add a product. And this is where we're going to create our listing. And all we have to do is paste the ASIN number and boom, that's it. Select the condition new. That's how easy it is when you're trying to resell a product that's already being sold on Amazon. All you need is the ASIN number. The listing is already created, so I don't have to do anything. The first thing when you create the listing, there's a few things that Amazon is going to ask you to clarify, which is the SKU number. You can put in anything you want here. This is basically telling Amazon how you want to name it or number it. The next thing is the quantity, so how many products or packets I want to sell. The next thing is the most important part, which is the price, and the price of the packet is being sold for $7.50 on the listing. So I'm gonna make mine a little bit cheaper, so when a customer comes in and they look at the 2 prices and they see there's a new product that's being sold a little bit cheaper, they might be more incentivized to buy mine over the original listing. So I'm gonna put mine at $6.99 just to make it a little bit competitive, but I also want it to be premium, so not too cheap over here. And I still have a good healthy profit margin of about $4. After that, there is a currency conversion if we need it. In this case, they're in the US and we're selling in the US, so a US dollars is perfect. So I don't need to do anything. And next, I'm going over the offering condition type. So I'm going to select new. And finally, the fulfillment channel. So am I going to ship this item myself or am I going to have Amazon ship the product and handle the customer service? To understand, there are 2 main ways of selling on Amazon. There is a fulfilled by Amazon or FBM, which stands for fulfilled by merchant. FBM simply means every time you get an order on the Amazon website, Amazon is going to give you a notification. And then you're going to have to print out and you're going to have to put the shipping label on the items, package up the item, drive to the post office and ship out the products yourself to the customer. And that's not what I recommend. This is not what I want to do. I want to do fulfilled by Amazon, which is FBA, because all I have to do is send send all my units, and when they get an order, they're gonna handle everything for me. Amazon will pick, pack, and ship it out to the customer. They will also deal with any customer service issues. So if a customer wants to return the item or something is up, Amazon is going to handle it. I don't have to do anything. And that's what I'm selecting right here, is fulfilled by Amazon, and click save and finish. And I'm ready to list this product. So I'm going to confirm all the details, list as FBA, and send to Amazon. And for now, I am done. All right, I'm gonna pause the timer till the products get here, which will be in 2 to 3 business days. If you're thinking about selling on Amazon, there's no better time than today. Amazon has made it possible for anyone to make side income or a full-time income just by launching products on Amazon. And I don't want to encourage you to just sell any products on Amazon, because I have fallen down that path before and I've lost money. But since I've joined the Passion Product team in the last 2 years, we've actually managed to make over $1 million in sales, and that's because of a correct strategy. And if you're thinking about selling on Amazon, I do recommend that you click the link below and set up a time to talk with a coach, set up a strategy call, and let's see if this is the right path for you. We have a community of people that are very passionate and they love supporting one another. I'm there constantly every week answering everybody's questions and pushing everybody in the right direction, because it's very, very easy to deviate or make mistakes when you're starting a Amazon business. But enough said. If you're interested, click the link below, set up a strategy call, and let's see if we can help you. All right, so it took few days for AG1 to get me my boxes, and now I have 2 boxes of AG1 packets. So each box has 2 AG1 boxes, and so I have all my packets that I need for this challenge. And the next thing that I need to do is print out the FNSKU labels. And I can do that straight from Seller Central, from the Manage My Inventory dashboard on Seller Central. And I need to stick those labels and cover the manufacturer barcode of AG1, because that tells Amazon that those packets are for my listing and not for any other listings of AG1. You could do that straight from your Manage Your Inventory by clicking on the settings next to the listing and just click on Print Labels. After that, I need to print out the shipping labels, where I will pack all the packets into the box and I can send it to Amazon. And you can also do that from your Seller Central dashboard by going to Manage All Inventory, going to your listing and clicking on the settings button. And then you just click on Send or Replenish Inventory. And all you need is the dimensions of the box that you're sending, the weight of the box, and the number of packets that you're putting in the box. And once you have all that information filled out, Amazon is going to print you a shipping label, and it's going to have 2 parts to it. It's going to have a UPS shipping label, and it's going to have an ID label that is used by Amazon fulfillment centers for them to receive your items and know how to store it or stock it in their warehouses and link it to your listing. So before I do that, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new timer today to see how long this is going to take me. So here I just started the timer. I don't know if this is clear or it's blurred out, but I just started the timer and I'm going to get to work. All right, just stuck the last FNSKU barcode on the last packet. I'm putting it in the box, and let me stop the timer for now. I am just under 30 minutes for printing out the labels and putting them on the packets. So that gives me 20 minutes left to put the shipping labels, to stick them on the boxes, tape the boxes, and take them to the post office. I'm really excited. I have a good feeling that I'm gonna get this done on time in less than hours of work to make $700 of profit. Let's see if I can make it happen. All right, so I'm back from the post office, and it was a little busy because I left during rush hour and I didn't look at the time prior to doing it, but I paused the timer, and before I tell you my final time and reveal the secret to selling branded products or retail arbitrage, you need to know that there are different fees when you're selling on Amazon. So it doesn't matter if you're selling retail arbitrage or you're selling products for other brands, or if you're selling your own unique passion product. And before I get into it, Let's get back in my office and I'll tell you more. All right, and now I'm back in my office. We can talk about the Amazon fees. So first of all, you need to be registered as an Amazon seller. And there are two different plans that you can sign up for. So you can sign up as a professional seller, which is $39.99 a month. Or you can sign up as an individual seller, which is free to sign up. But for every sale that you make, Amazon is going to charge you 99 cents per sale. So if you're planning to sell more than 40 units a month, it might be worth it to sign up for the professional plan. And now I'll tell you my final time in just 1 second, but I'm going to reveal a huge secret that you need to know if you want to get approved to sell branded products for retail arbitrage. And this is something that I learned as I was doing my research. And it's easier than you think, but first you need to set up an account with EE Distribution and legally register your business. So that means that you need to sign up for an LLC or a DBA. Now, an LLC stands for a limited liability company, and it costs you around $200, and you can do it yourself, or you can hire a service like wiregisteredagent.net. They can do it for you for around $200. There's other services out there that you can use as well. And I do recommend getting a limited liability company business running under your name, because an LLC means there is a separation between you and your personal assets. Now, on the other hand, if you do get a DBA, and a DBA stands for doing business as, but you can get one for like $99 from a company like LegalZoom. They can set it up for you. And basically, it just means it's the business name that you're doing business under. It's great for marketing and branding, but it doesn't offer any legal protection in case you ever get sued. Now, the next step to selling a branded products like Lego or Disney, there's a bit of a barrier to entry. So you have to contact EE Distribution for a wholesale deal, and make sure that you're very professional when you're contacting them. You can order a quantity of 10 of a restricted item on Amazon and start the process to get ungated. So they call these gated products on Amazon because of these certain barriers to entry. But once you get through, you can sell more products. And it seems like a crazy process, but it's the only way to do it. And once you do it once, it becomes really easy. Once you get your restricted item approved, you just need to submit an invoice to Amazon. Here, there might be a little bit of complication because usually Amazon will automatically deny you. It gets denied because of Amazon's automated system. So just keep going, keep submitting, and a human being will end up approving you on Amazon's site. And here's actually a cool bonus tip for you. Don't just submit for like Lego. Submit for something like Harry Potter Lego set. And what that will allow you to do is once you submit to get ungated in Lego, then you'll have to submit again to get ungated in Harry Potter. And then you'll have to submit again to get ungated in Warner Bros. And one restricted item will ungate multiple brands for you to become a seller for. Isn't that amazing? So you will have multiple brands that you can sell for just by attempting to sell one product. And if you don't want to bother selling these big brand names, you can just sell other brands and not bother trying to get ungated or crossing that barrier to entry. All right, now I'm going to reveal my time. So did I actually do it? Well, am I going to be able to make $700 in under an hour? So it took me about 10 minutes to find my product, to do product research, and to create my product listing, which is amazing. Thanks to Travis's tip, I was able to save a ton of time on that. And the next step was to print out my FNSKU labels, my shipping labels, and stick all the FNSKU labels on all of the packets. And that took about 30 minutes, so total it was 40 minutes. So I went to the post office, I had my shipping labels ready. The place is less than 10 minutes away. It's closer to 5 minutes really. So I have the timer here. I paused it as soon as I parked back at my place, and my total time was 47 minutes. Let's see, plus the 10 minutes for product research and creating my listing, so that will put me at 57 minutes. So I was under the hour. I'm just under the hour. That is pretty cool. I did less than hours of work. This is gonna yield in $700 in profit. So is retail arbitrage good? I think that was really easy because I didn't have to find and create a product from scratch. I don't know how easy it's going to be next time, right? So if I have to go to a store and try to find deals consistently, I don't know if this AG1 deal is going to be on the website or on Amazon forever. And I feel like this could be exhausting if I have to do it all the time. So there is a bit of complications there and restrictions in terms of how much profitability and possibility of finding valid product ideas. But honestly, it's exhausting, and I don't know how sustainable this business model is. I don't know if I can keep going around my house and bulk buying products, or driving to retail stores to find deals and then driving back and forth from the post office every single day or every single week, depending on how much money I'm trying to make. That sounds a bit exhausting for me. And deals change all the time, so you can't sell the same item over and over again. So I got really lucky with these AG1 packets. In my opinion, if you want to build an almost passive income business and live a life of financial freedom, or create a sustainable side income that can really send you on holidays or maybe plan for retirement, I always recommend selling a product that you can mass produce and sell over and over again. A product that's entirely yours and one that people are searching for, which means it has high demand and low competition. We were able to make over $1 million in sales in less than 2 years because of this method. And honestly, it is almost passive. We create the products and we ship them once to Amazon. And every time we are almost out of inventory, we just send an email to our manufacturer and tell them to ship more inventory to Amazon's warehouse. There is a 10-hour Amazon tutorial that you can watch right now that takes you through every single step of that process right here on YouTube. And best of all, it's completely free. And if you're a bit more serious and you want to have mentors and part of a community that's on this journey, and you want to start a business that is real and really can bring you some serious income, I do recommend joining our program. There is hundreds of tutorials that will walk you step by step on how to do this, how to find valid product ideas that you can sell on Amazon, a community of sellers that are on the same journey as you, weekly Q&As where we answer every single question that you have on this journey, so you're not having any struggles and you're avoiding all the mistakes that most beginner sellers make. So if you're ready, check out the link in the description to set up a strategy call with one of our coaches. And if you're not ready for that yet, just check out the 10-hour Amazon course that will show you everything from A to Z on how to start an Amazon business. And if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.